Hello, my fellow readers. It's I, Dark Symphony 777, with another fan fiction reading. As always, a link to the story will be in the description below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell for notifications, and leave a comment in the comment section below on your thoughts of the story. So, only in fan fiction. Only in fan fiction can something like this exist. Why? 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 3 weeks at Freddy's, the Markiplier story. Now I know who Markiplier is. Like, who doesn't know who Markiplier is? But just why? Just why? I'm just, why? Why? This story was written by Ghost Kaiser 23. This author was actually suggested by I can't remember the person's name, but it was through a conversation over a YouTube channel called Clownfish TV. I'm actually subscribed to them. I really like the content. They were talking about She-Ra. This hurts more than the fact I don't have 100 subscribers to do the Q&A. But oh well. Let's get started and hope I don't lose my insanity. It all started back in 1987. Children were playing on the arcade games, eating pizza, and enjoying the animatronics. One day came, and a bold, handsome, unerring man decided to be the night guard. His name was Wilford Washstaff, but everyone knew him as Markiplier. Hello, my name's Markiplier. Welcome to whatever this garbage is. Oh, it's humor and horror. Oh. He went to the boss's room, collected his security guard uniform, and began his work at midnight, getting ready for his first night. Moments before he went to the main office, he visited each room to familiarize himself with the animatronics and the rooms in which they were housed. Despite having a severe case of automatophobia, fear of humanoid figure. Is that even a word? Hold on. Holy shit, that's an actual real word. I didn't know that. Alright, let's get back. Let's see, where was I? Oh, yeah. Fear of humanoid figures. Yeah, kind of the definition right there. I didn't know! He noticed that the toy Chica had a smile on her face, but he thought nothing of it since all the animatronics have smile on their faces. Markiplier sat down at his desk, flipping through the rooms and constantly winding up his box. He thinks, oh, this is a bit stupid, winding this box each night every hour. Where the hell's Chica? Where'd she go? He saw that she appeared in front of the office with a cupcake in her hand and happiness on her face. What the? Hey, it kind of fits. What the beep? He yelled, pulling out the Freddy mask in front of his face so the animatronics wouldn't notice him. Chica went up to the mask, covered Markiplier inside. Oh, Freddy, she sighed. She get to talk? Markiplier thought, trying not to raise her attention. New night guard is so handsome. Sigh. I wish that my sister was here. She'd love to meet him. Chica sighed like a sailor schoolgirl. You mean like yandere, Chica? Hey, Toy Chica. A hippie-sounding voice called out. Hey, Freddy! He's awake too! Markiplier thought, panicking for his life. As soon as Freddy left with Toy Chica, she looked back and winked at Markiplier. I'll see you tomorrow. Markiplier sat there for about 3 seconds after the bell chimed for 6. Get back tomorrow! The next day. Okay. Mark continued watching the screens, observing the movements of the living animatronics. Already his heart pounding, his pulse racing, his sweat dripping, his thump crashed into brick wall with Tweety Pie's flying around head. What? What's that punch? Mark shouted as he hit the narrator. Stupid narrator! Messing up my game. Let's see here. Chica's gone. Oh god. Oh god. Where? 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 There! He flicked through over every screen before landing at the front of him as he began flashing his flashlight at Toy Chica. She saw him and began flashing something of herself to him. Wink. Wink. Giggling, she edged closer to him. But Mark was staying firm, thinking of his nurse, and how he always spoke to her softly. Get up, nurse! I know what's best! Oh, I'm trying not to laugh at this. This definitely reads like something that he would write. Oh, my eyes actually hurt from constantly rubbing them over and over. What the hell am I reading? Oh, Freddy, I wish I and the night guard. I wish we could be together, just like Romeo and Juliet. He, a night guard, and I, and an animatronic. Oh, but to be together. Toy Chica sighed, rubbing Freddy's chest down. Hey, Chica, you still pining over the night guard? A glitch-sounding voice asked. What the fuck? Mark thought to himself, trying to maintain his cool as he observed what slunk down from the rafters. Mangle. Hello, Mangle. You didn't hear any of that, right? Toy Chica asked. Every word. Mangle answered. Embarrassed, Toy Chica turned to Mangle. Please, please, please don't tell the others. I'd never live it down. After a thought, Mangle observed the time, seeing it was near 6 a.m. Okay, you owe me in the morning. You owe me some gifts. Sighing with relief, Toy Chica smiled. Thanks, Mangled. She left her own place in the restaurant. Giving goodbye to Mark, she smiled. I'll see you tomorrow, handsome. She knows! She knows! As the clock rang for 6 a.m., Mark removed his Freddy helmet. He'd been wearing for the last 5 minutes, still in shock. What the hell is that? The next few days were the same. Toy Chica was flirting a lot more with Mark, and the ever-looming puppet that phone guy was explaining, and how Foxy was his favorite. Something really, really wrong with this place. I mean, during night 4, Mangle was hanging from the roof going, Hey, Freddy. How's it going? Find that night guard yet? No? Don't mean me just making out with my second head here. We are good looking. It's Kissy sounds. That's actually pretty funny and a pretty clever joke on the Mangle gimmick in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. If you didn't know, in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Mangle actually hung up from the rafters. And if Mangle hung up in the rafters, no matter what you did, you were dead. You could hide in the mask for like a while, but granted, you would have to put on them. You would have to line up the puppet, but it's still pretty funny. Next was Toy Bonnie lazing around while Mark commented, "What's that guy there? An electric car or something? Maybe an electric banjo. Either would be great." But Balloon Boy was the worst. Laughing was his high, girly voice, despite him being male. Hey, Balloon Boy, have you been stuck on a helium or something? Because you're sound like a chipmunk. Despite Mark trying to get Balloon Boy to leave, he stayed put, blocking all access to the flashlight Mark was using. Alright, you son of a bitch. You're messing with Wilford Warstaff. Taste this Warstaff beam! Mark shouted, shooting a bright pink laser beam from his Warstaff, causing Davey to be thrown into another of the rooms and piercing the darkness of the entire complex, ventilation included. That was a close call on the 6th night, where Mark had been in such a panic he forgot to wind up his music box to keep the puppet at bay. Gotcha, you skinny bitch! Into the box! Mark shouted as he heard he had a second wind-up box on hand, being prepared for his mentions of the animatronic. The last day came. The 7th day. Toy Chica was sighing in sadness. I wish I could see the new night guard. Just last night. Just talk to me, Freddy. She began to cry. Ding, dong, ding, dong. Went the bell at 6 a.m. once again. Bye, Mark. I knew it! Toy Chica answered, knowing Mark's real identity from behind the mask. Seriously? You know who I was all this time behind this thick-ass mask, and you played ignorance? Mark shouted. Why? Toy Chica blushed as much as an animatronic could, which is not a lot, and answered, because I think you're hot. Please tell me this is gonna get. Please tell me this is gonna turn into Five Nights at Fuck Boys. Please. Is Freddy gonna show up and just inhale? Inhale. Time to enter a night of debauchery. And yiff some cameras. Please tell me. With the final shine from the sun, Toy Chica returned to her normal mode and Mark was frozen in place. What? But at the end of the day, there was something that drew Mark back. He wasn't working there anymore, but he decided to wait around as he heard the animatronics winding back up for removing. And here's the weird bit. They started striking up their band, and they started playing something called Survive the Night that a guy added to their playlist. Toy Bonnie was on guitar, Toy Chica was on keyboard, Toy Freddy was on vocals with Mango on drums, extra arms of course, and Baby on bass, yellow chorus. They were really rocking it. But Mark was there clapping, which caused them to go into another song. The show must go on, with both Toy Bonnie and Toy Freddy on vocals. Time skip. I don't know why I did that. Mark had to come back to fight at Fazbear's Pizza. He didn't want to go back since the horrific incident back in 1987. The fight of 87. But after what Toy Chica had said to him, he wanted to get back to get some answers. He had passed the interview to get the night guard job. He was informed that the toy animatronics were decommissioned, and the original four, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, were still in operation. Damn it! I needed to talk to Toy Chica. I have to know why she liked me. She said it herself. You're hot. Mark thought to himself. Oh, that's everything. Unless you need any more info, the head guard asked. Yeah, what happened to the older versions? Mark asked, hoping to get an inkling where they were. They were scrapped and used for the newer models. Balloon Boy and the puppet are locked up in storage. Why? What's with the sudden interest in the older models? The head guard asked. Just interested. Mark answered. Okay. Now let's see. Oh yeah, the last guard who had your job left voice messages for you. Like some sort of tutorial, the guard said. Hey, later then. The first night. Mark was anxious as it had been some time since he had seen these animatronics. Straight off the first night, Bonnie had popped up making Mark sophisticatedly say, and I quote, "Ah, fuck you! Go away! No one likes you!" But that didn't deter him from seeing Chica and getting the answers he wanted. Opened the door to check if he was still there. He's still there? Slamming the door straight down. Checking the lights for Chica, and the other room Chica was found near the kitchen singing. Oh, longing for the life I once had. For the survivor of our souls. He is one full of wit, strength, and kind, and boldness too. With his mustache, he protects me, and his strength gives me love and light. Oh, Mark, I love you, my 5-time king. Protect us all. Mark with a mouth open up. The hell? Sort of way. Look back to see Foxy peeking out from his curtain, waving his hooked head on the camera. No, not now, Foxy. Mark shouted as Foxy ran down the hall to meet him. To no avail as the time turned to 6, saying, "Arr!" Mark shouted in joy, fist pumping the air. Back in the office and hearing the second message, Mark cut on and shouted at the recording device, "Dude, you sound like the guy back in 87. You dicking with me?" That actually sounds like something he would say. 1 a.m. to 5 p.m. The time crawled along with Bonnie and Chica. We're checking on him. Bonnie coming up with his banjo, busking at the door playing. I'm leaning on the lamppost while Chica was lifting up her bib in erotic ways trying to get Mark's attention. No. Him saying no really fast went on for about 5 minutes. Bad, Chica! Bad! Golden Freddy managed to pop his head around the corner, attempting to frighten him, but got what's that punch? You got back, you bitch! You get back, you bitch! You want some of this? You can't handle any of this! I wish I had a better mic. Got him buying a mic, but there's my distraction for the video. Mark gestured himself after punching Golden Freddy's nose, making the animatronic fly into the girl's bathroom, with little Chica circling around his head. Well, for once, that still take no shit from nobody. Regular Freddy popped his head and saw his golden counterpart and spoke in an albeit happy voice. I told you the new guy was tough. Ding dong, ding dong. The chime rang and Mark shouted in joy the night was done, and he had survived night 2. Stepping out from his office, he saw what he saw he imagined to be writing, which was almost scribbled with a large group of crayons and melted sheets, which wrote, as he believed, Please speak to me, Chica. She still wants to talk to me. Good. I still need to talk to her, Mark said with confidence. I'm pretty sure it's the old Chica who's saying that. They said Chica, not Toy Chica. Night 3, Mark was getting ready to beat the shit out of some animatronics. Well, except for Chica, of course. And right off the bat, Foxy, where'd you go? Where'd Foxy go? No, you don't. Mark shouted then slammed the door to his left, trapping the fox animatronic in the hall. Outside in the hall, yarr, that night guard be something else. He got reflexes like mongoose. He's lightning fast, Bonnie observed. He's dreamy, Chica sighed, as little hearts floated around her head. Chica, you like the night guard? Freddy gasped. Maybe. Chica grinned like a schoolgirl in embarrassment. Freddy groaned, face-palming himself. Come on, Golden Bees, bringing the band together. What for? Come on! Freddy groaned. The screens. Mark observed that Golden Freddy and the band had gotten together, and Golden Freddy was on vocals. They were playing a haunted but catchy song that the same guy years ago had uploaded for them. It was called Just Gold. And both Freddys were dancing like Michael Jackson out of his Thriller video, mixed with a generic boy band choreography. Hey, look at that! They're on the show, Mark commented. Next few days were heartache for Mark, what with the combination of lightning flash reflexes and his worst stash and just general epicness. He survived the visitation from Bonnie, Freddy, Golden Freddy, and Foxy. With Chica, he managed to find out why she was attracted to him. This was the reason. You fall in love with me because I make you laugh, Mark asked. Being honest, that was the only reason Mark could actually decipher from the long list of reasons why Chica fancied him. 6 a.m., 7th night. Goodbye, Mark. Chica began to turn back to her normal animatronic self. Mark was left to face the wrath of the owners, who said he'd been tampering with the robots. Even though he denied all the charges, he was fired and vowed to return to Freddy's Fazbear's, regardless of how long it was. Okay. Mark had returned once again. Wow. Mark must be really old by now. Mark had returned once again to Freddy's, only now it was a haunted house-like structure. All this hurt and destruction was caused by the purple guy. The murderer and the douche that's been the cause of all of Freddy Fazbear's bad luck and reputation. Hold on, Chica. I'm ending this. Mark said after his several decades worth of Fazbear frights. One of the great things being Markiplier / World Ford Workshop is that he's immortal with godlike powers and longevity. Of course. One of the first things that Mark had to contend with is Balloon Boy's ghost that had screwed over Mark. The first time Mark had been scared, but the second time BB had turned up, Mark gently gestured, Warstash punch. Ghost ain't got nothing on Warstash. Springtrap was the worst as he continued throughout the nights, was the worst as Mark had to distract him with BB's synthetic voice to the other end of the building. And one time Mark was staring straight at Springtrap, he had to distract him. The lights may be blurring, but I think the big, hot, burning love that I feel in my heart for you. Then the ding-dongs from the chime had appeared, and Mark shouted in joy, ha ha ha! Mark flagging him with the bird going, booba booba dooda da boop. I don't love you at all. I love Chica. Did I just really say that? Yes. You did. Next to last night, Mark was panicking as he was making no grammatical sense since the ghosts of Bonnie, BB, Foxy, and Freddy were causing him to crap out of his ventilation system. Don't ask me how it works, it's just how it works. Why do I have only 2 audio checks per do? That didn't make any sense. This is where he went a little crazy. But I'm trying not to English here. Because I don't speak English good. And I don't English good and why do no good? Why is this a thing? Here, let me translate. Why do I only have 2 audio checks per day? That didn't make any sense, but I'm trying not to speak English here, because I do not speak English well, and I do not English good, and I do not word good. That's as close as I can get to it. Sorry, Mark. Don't Warstash me. Okay. In a few hours into a night, Mark was observing Springtrap's odd behavior as the animatronic was wearing a Blues Brothers hat. What? I'm trying to get that image out of my head of Springtrap wearing a Blues Brothers hat. I guess Springtrap is a fan of John Belushi. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Okay. As Mark continues singing the gibberish song, Springtrap was doing a hoedown dance with Foxy, who was wearing a poncho. Where did he get the poncho? Where did he get the poncho? Wait, where? How is he able to touch Foxy? Unless he's not a ghost. Ah. Last night, Chica was missing from the group, and Mark was waiting for the last chime and the chance to see her. Waiting for Springtrap to make an appearance, Mark was silent. And there he was, Golden Bonnie Springtrap, the last animatronic. Come get me, you bastard. But as Springtrap flung to grab Mark to kill him, the chimes rang and Mark cheered in joy, throwing a gang of Five Nights punch! Mark shouted as the spirits of Bonnie, Freddy, Foxy, Chica, Puppet, BB, Mangle, and the toy variants destroyed the evil animatronic for good. In doing so, Mark was transported to an unusual world where everything looked like an Atari game. He guided the ghosts to the true ending for their souls as Springtrap was rotted to nothing. The puppet appeared and sat on a stool holding a microphone. His tears were real and flowing with a happy grin on his face. Actually, Puppet is now confirmed to be a chick. Chica was playing a beautiful melody on her keyboard as lights enveloped each of the animatronics. So many years, so many dark memories, so many fears we've now put to ease. Pain makes you do things you never knew you could do. Each lyric made each animatronic raise a soul from them, free from their mechanic coils, with Chica begging to be last of the puppet. This is all real or just deja vu, but now the party's over, now the guests are gone. It's already past her bedtime, it's already dawn. Why do I have a feeling Mark's gonna freak out over the fact that Chica's a little girl on the inside. With the chorus fast approaching, the souls of BB and Mangle were lifted into the skies in light. Mark, even though he's the manliest thing in existence, the only thing manlier than him is Chuck Norris with a burning sword riding with two naked Valkyries astride an armored Siberian saber-tooth tiger. But let's face it, Mark in place of Chuck Norris would be manlier. What the Chuck Norris? The writer wondered as the Texan Ranger knocked him in the face. With his third fist concealed in his beard, Mark was being brought to tears. Yeah, brought the tears over the narrator getting punched by Chuck Norris. Just like balloons we saw on our own, finally free from the pain of our home. And just like balloons that no one will hold, free from the truth that no one will know. Just little children, not all strange, until the lights went out and everything changed. Alone and afraid for oh so long, wondering what did we do wrong. Mark was tearing up as the animatronics he feared and faced were disappearing into the light of the heaven. He being mangled were being followed by the two bodies being lifted into the sky. Because now the party's over and everyone is red, I feel sick to my stomach, or am I sick in bed? Just like balloons we saw on our own, finally free from the pain of our home. And just like balloons that no one will hold, free from the truth that no one will know. The melody was lifting up the three Freddys, Toy, Golden, and Normal, all with happy faces on their faces, regardless of the animatronic suits. Mark, Chica, and Puppet and Foxy were seeing the fate that they were hoping for. All the pain far in the past, yet echoes of scream forever will last. Just like balloons we saw on our own, finally free from the pain of our home. And just like balloons that no one will hold. With the last few lyrics being sung, Foxy and the Puppet were ascending to the sky as the soul of the Purple Man was rotting in the darkness, bleeding and dying regardless of being dead, free from the truth that no one knows. Chica was the last one to ascend. Goodbye, my knight with a mustache. We will never forget what you done for us. Goodbye, Chica. Mark wiped his tears away as dawn reached his peak. Sure, he was fired from the job as Fazbear Entertainment yet again, but it was all worth it. Chica and her friends were freed from the tyranny of the purple guy, and free from those god-awful songs they were forced to play for the past 50-ish years. But the gang didn't leave Mark empty-handed. They left the crown of pure gold engraved with bears, rabbits, chickens, foxes, a balloon, and a puppet, alongside a note which read, "To our king, from the spirits of Fazbear Entertainment." Mark placed the crown upon his head and sat down at a computer, where stood more crowns. A silver crown with onyx tentacles wrapped around it, an iron crown with long beak-like claws or spikes, a curled crown with a squirrel motif, a crown which seemed to have bottles as its motif. I don't know about this one either. And a crown with his iconic war stash on it. Truly, Mark is the one true king of YouTube. Mark sighed and booted up the game. One finger death punch and began to beat the levels like a king. Bullet death, insert kung fu noises. Um, ah, so that's the story, and I don't see any horror elements. Like humor's there. It's not my thing because I don't know. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 5, I give it a 3. No, I give it a 2.5. I think the whole thing's supposed to be a parody of the fact that Markiplier has like the title of the king of Five Nights at Freddy's, uh, but it didn't work. Like, this whole story didn't really work. I mean, it's competently written, but the whole point is Chica kind of gets a crush on Mark, but then Toy Chica plays games, and then it's like I like the fact you did follow the timeline because timeline wise it goes 2, 4, 2. The timeline is weird. Okay, before you say anything, the timeline is really weird. 2, 4, sister location. 1, 3, and then the pizzeria. I think that's the timeline. I think that's more or less the timeline. And he didn't include the other 3 games. He only included 1, 2, and 3, which is fine. I don't hate it, but it's just there's barely any content. I mean, well, I'm wondering why is it horror humor? If it was just straight humor, I would be fine with it. But it's like horror and humor, and I'm trying to find the horror aspect of it. I'm guessing that you only pick horror simply because it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, not every single Five Nights at Freddy's has to have horror. Like, I've read stories where I remember like an actually humorous story where the Night Guard and the animatronics, they do the whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing as a lark, as a sort of like role playing thing. Like they all know it's a game. Like they do it just to entertain themselves. And I think Freddy, one of them actually opens the door and just wanders out, and the Night Guard goes, "We have to find the guy. Let's go find the guy." And like all of them leave the building and just try and find everything that's going on. And a lot of shenanigans happen. There's like no horror elements in it besides like the very, very beginning, and even that's like cleared up as like, oh yeah, we're just doing this for fun. But I don't see any horror elements in this. I just that dragged it down. If it was straight up humor, I would at least give it a 3. Because it's humor. It's not. I didn't find it funny, but it's like someone could find it funny. I have no problem with it. But the fact that it's humor horror, that's what I have a problem with. That horror attack. It's not scary. Like any attempt of it trying to be scary is undermined by Markiplier being Markiplier. Like, fine. I can't find myself to actually like the story. Like, it's structured at least competently. The characters are at least done competently. The grammar is fine, especially the whole part where it's like messed up the grammar, but that's intentional. Pacing is done at least competently. Like, everything is competent. It's just the fact that this is not a horror story. Like, why is this horror? Why is this I'm asking a question. Why is this horror? Humor, parody, fine. Humor, straight up, fine. Horror? No. No. I would even tolerate humor romance more than humor horror. So 2 out of 5. 2.5 out of 5. That is my reading of 3 Weeks at Freddy's, the Markiplier story. This has been Dark Symphony 777, and cut.